feel down, I say 60. You're still hanging around, I say 60. That has quite a nice sound, and you don't look more than 30. You know that we think you're the best, but then we know that one word's quite a test. So now let's go, and let's make it our quest. We will show you how to say it. It's fun to try and say H-U-G-E. Why don't you try and say H-U-G-E? We'll try everything, even though we can't sing. You can happily count on us. It's fun to try and say H-U-G-E. Why don't you try and say H-U-G-E? If you're down with the beat, you'll be in for a treat, and you'll never look back again. Marjo, you're the queen brainiac, I say Marjo. You're the ace in the pack, I say Marjo. Would you like a tic-tac? But you got to know this one thing massive is the love you endear, I say Jumbo. It's our joy when you're near. Mega are the fun times all year, and we'll use your favorite word here. It's fun to try and say H-U-G-E. Why don't you try and say H-U-G-E? We try everything, even though we can't sing. You can happily count on us. It's fun to try and say H-U-G-E. Why don't you try and say H-U-G-E? If you're down with the beat, you'll be in for a treat, and you'll never look back again. One day you came into our lives, and you showed us all the important knives. We are honored knowing you as a prize, and we want to let you know that. So now, here's to many more years. I say you should never have any fears. So now let's all give